And thank you for joining us tonight. We're happy to have you.
It is great having you. Now, we are broadcasting from WGSN-DB Going Solo Network. We are the internet talk station for singles, and we cover both radio, which is live broadcasting right now on www.goingsolonetwork.com, and then also here tonight we're doing a live broadcast.
This is awesome.
Yes, we're pretty excited. Yeah. We did it last week, a little promo of our show, and it worked so well that we thought, let's do it again so we can capture, our listeners and also broaden our base here a little bit and let you know what we're doing.
And this is really a great venue. We hope there's a lot of people that have tuned in and clicked on to us because we're here to help you. Internet dating can be it is without question a wonderful way to meet people, but there can be some difficulties and whatnot along the way. And we're here to help you get through all of that and have a much more pleasant and enjoyable experience.
Absolutely. Well, I tell you what, before we start the show, let's introduce ourselves so the audience knows who we are and what we're about. So the show itself is called Boy and Girl Thing, and we're just two friends kind of hanging out.
Oh, we're good buddies. We're the best.
Yeah, we are.
Buds.
And we've been friends for some time now, but what we've learned as we're talking in our scope of things that we do, we have such a difference of opinion. And we got to thinking about it, and we thought, is it because of our sexes, being a woman versus a man? Mars versus Venus.
There's no question that enters into it.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. I think the women's difficulties, if you will,
okay,
on internet dating are
yeah,
are quite a bit different than the difficulties of the men.
Yes. Hey, Gail. Hi. It's nice to see you.
Thanks for joining us, Gail.
Yeah. Love it. How's Colorado? Okay. Yes, great. Now, okay, so let's also tell us, the audience, who you are and what you do, and I'll tell them.
I'm the author of the book, Let's Meet Our Match, Your Complete Guide to Success in the World of Internet Dating. It's a culmination of things that I have learned over my experiences on a personal level, and listening to the people that I would meet and having them say what they're going through and, the problems that they're having and how they wish something was better or they wish something wasn't, And so I wrote the book, and it's really, it's timeless in that whatever I wrote back then is still pertinent today. And it's about behavior, chemistry, pictures, anything that you would need to have a happier and more enjoyable experience using internet dating sites.
Yeah, I know your book is really great, and I've read it, which is, for me, my time schedule, knowing that, I don't always have the time to read. I did read the book. Now, I want to tell you a little bit about me. My name is Cece Shatz.
Please do. Tell us about yourself, Cece.
I am am I saying it right? The douanier? Am I saying it right? The douanier? Douanier. I thought I said it wrong. The douanier in divorce and transition into dating relationships. I have a great group, actually several groups here in the Tampa Bay area. We really try to connect, moving ourselves through probably some of the most difficult times in our lives. And I kind of help people and connect them, and we meet and get together and we do that. And I've been doing it for a while now. I have a terrific show called Going Solo with Cece on WGSN-DB Going Solo Network. I am the owner of that station, and I'm very proud that we're able to connect singles really throughout the whole universe here, or whatever, the whole world, because we have listeners that are just around the globe, and it's just I'm so thankful. We have wonderful hosts on that are international and also abroad in the United States. So I'm excited.
There's probably not a relationship or single issue, an issue about being single, that Cece and her network of people can't help you get through, help you with. And I'm just a small part of that, but I'm happy to be involved.
Oh, you're sweet. Yeah, we have a great time. So I do a lot within the Tampa Bay area, and we're hoping that maybe with some help of Kit here, we can move that forward and bring it into your area. So I'm really kind of excited about that. So tonight, our topic is going to be?
Well, we're going to look at the dating sites themselves. One of the things, people, I don't quite know how I want to say this other than they've become ubiquitous, meaning they're a constant. Dating websites are right there with eBay, Amazon for the largest and dating sites. The largest internet websites available to us. They're right there with that as far as subscribers, the number of people involved, and yet with all of that, there are some difficulties, and there are people that have issues. And one of them, for example, is the amount of time they feel they have to take to participate in the internet dating process, going through emails, contacts, and whatnot. They feel they're spending too much time having to, go through all of that. And so that's one of the things we want to address.
When I'm thinking about online dating, and I'm in, I want to say the latter part of my years, but I'm, living life to the fullest. However, what we're finding is that people 45 and over, that they are going on the online dating in order to meet
all the time.
They're not going out, and we're finding it because of our technology. One thing, we've embraced it. The other thing is that our world has changed, and so we're very, very busy. So what we're finding is that it is really a lot easier to be able to connect with others online. So that is why there's a big boom in dating sites. Now, there's a combination of all different kind of sites out there. We did a show previously, and we talked about some of the niches. Some of the niches are hilarious.
Yeah, they really are. And, if you like horses, there's a dating site that's specifically for people that are involved in owning, managing, training, boarding horses. Horsedating.com. I mean, how much more specific can it be? And that's just one tiny example of many. There's a multitude of niche dating sites with the idea that if they narrow it down to specific interests, you'll be easier for you to find someone that shares the same level of interest in something that you do. It makes sense, but in the end, is it really, the ultimate answer?
But with my response to that is I think it's nice. What are you doing? Are you going away? My response to that is that it's nice to have that compatibility in that particular area.
Absolutely.
However, when you are a particular niche site, you are narrowing the pool, because not everyone is a horse person, as we're using that example. So therefore, the ones that aren't going to join that site, you're going to miss out on. So you're lowering that pool. As we get older, the pool already is lowered because of death and illnesses and, various different things like that. So if you want a niche site, they're all great. There's no problem with that. But just think about that as you're going into it. The other thing is what's coming out now too, and I'm seeing it more and more, is the matching, the matchmaker online dating sites.
Yes.
Those are coming.
Yes.
And the thing is, they're good if you get the right matchmaker. And there's some really great matchmakers out there. I know several of them, and I admire them tremendously. However, you have to understand that that's what they do for a living. So they number one, they're professionals and they know what they're doing. The other thing is that they probably are expensive. So bye, Gail. So if you are going to be going on in that route, you have to also think about, what's important to you and where can you go with regards to the site. But here's my thing with dating sites, and we're going to talk about some of the problems that we see within dating sites. I don't really find, I know there's certain elements within a dating site, the way you're matched up and the way that you can do your searches and different things like that. But for me, because I'm more of the relationship side of it, I don't really think of the mechanics as much. I find a problem of the actual connecting afterwards. After you say, okay, I like this person, I'd like to go out, you send a little email, you start talking on the phone, you have your first date. Then where do you go from there? Because the relationship starts breaking down before it really even gets started. And so those are the things that I feel that are in desperate need on a site, desperately needing that to be able to, move that transition through to the next level.
This kind of that moves into something that I have been thinking for a long time. One of the biggest.
Hey,
Hi, Kathy, how are you?
Oh, it's so great connecting with people. I love this.
And congratulations, Kathy, by the way. Nobody could be happier for you than I am. Okay, good luck, and I'm just
why are we congrats?
Well, Kathy's an old friend of mine. I don't mean
are
old.
We congratulating her for that? You
survived! I've known her for a long time.
Yeah.
And
we have good news then
yes,
for Kathy?
She has announced that she's getting married.
Yahoo! I'm so glad to hear that. That's wonderful.
And I'm really happy for you, Kathy.
Yeah.
And Kathy she is one of the motivating factors that I even wrote the book. Kathy encouraged me from the very beginning to write the book and helped me get through it. I asked her a lot of questions, and she's just a sweetheart, and I love her to death. And, God bless you, and I hope good luck.
Oh, thank you, July 8th. Yay, that's wonderful.
That's fantastic.
That's so great. Did you meet him online?
Plenty of Fish.
On Plenty of Fish, see? Yeah. They work. There's no really bad site. I mean, other than maybe that jailmate one that we read about when we. Yeah. I mean, I think Data Jailmate. I think that might be.
one of the things that so many people have a complaint about, and again, this is primarily women, is people contacting them, men contacting them that don't match the criteria that they've laid out on their profile. Mm-hmm. And it's like, well, why this guy contacted me? Can he read? And consequently, this involves this enters into the time element that we've talked about earlier. The woman has to read the email and and just like next, and doesn't want to be bothered with contacts from people that she knows she's not going to be interested in, and having to deal with people that don't meet their criteria. And it's not criteria in the sense of wealth, looks. It could be lifestyle. For example, me personally, okay, I'm not interested in anyone that's in love with motorcycles. I see motorcycles and I'm out. Right away, I'm out. I don't do motorcycles. I want nothing to do with that. And take that to the extreme where, there could be somebody, a woman that loves sports. And there's a lot of you out there, okay, that are just as much of a sports fanatic as I am. And that would be great to meet you. But there are guys that aren't. And a woman that says, I love to go to Tampa Bay Bucks games. I love to go to, Tampa Bay Rays games. And the guy, I don't like sports. Why are you contacting this lady? And she has to read the email and sort through all of this. Again, someone that doesn't match her criteria.
Well, okay, here we go. Oh. It's all about your chemistry. See, what's happened is that he's contacting her because there was something about maybe her look, maybe question. Something else within her profile that caught his interest.
Absolutely.
And I say, go for it. I know he says, he's much more conservative than I am. And I like him. I swing on the branches. So I think that, you know what? If you think you're interested in somebody, go for it. Send them a message, and make it a, hey, hi, how are you? And so make it something that's personal. Read their profile and write about something that you can connect with. So this way they don't think it's just some sort of generic thing you're copying and pasting. But I say go for it. I mean, I realize that maybe you're shooting yourself, that maybe you don't have the exact same interest, but how boring would it be if we're exactly all the same? Now I know that she pulls up with a motorcycle and says, hop on, kid, you're not going to do it.
Part of it is that you and I are talking from a particular age group. We're baby boomers, and we pretty much, at our ages, we are what we are. Now, I'm flexible in a great many ways. There's very little that I don't like. And I just used motorcycles as an example because that's something I'm very specific about.
Yeah. And same thing is like smoking. I'm not a smoker, never been a smoker. I don't like it. And so it would be very hard for me. Now with saying that, vaporing is in, and I did date someone that vapored, and I didn't even notice it. I mean, he never did it in the house or in the car or anything like that, but the smell wasn't really there. And, when we kissed, I never could tell. So, there again, I just think you have to leave yourself open. But let's talk about the dating sites and the things we don't like. Okay. Why not? Sometimes you never know. There you go. See?
Okay, that's true.
Okay, women, we stick together.
That's true. That's true. And I don't disagree with that. But the flip side to this is the complaints, absolute complaints that I've heard women say that it just takes me so much time because I got to go through this email, that email, from people that I'm not going to match with. Don't they read my profile? Okay, don't they see the things that I'm interested in and the things that I'm looking for in a potential partner. Okay, so yes.
It's hard. I'm not going to argue, but I just feel like
it's like a catch-22. Mm-hmm. Okay, if you want to say, okay, great, go for it. I'm fine with that. I don't disagree with that. But the flip side is the lady that says, I'm tired of reading this nonsense. Why can't I get a guy that
covered it?
Why can't I?
We've covered it.
Yeah.
We've covered it. We've covered it. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. What's the next thing about dating sites?
Well, a lot
we
of
can disagree.
We seem to live in an era now where everyone wants their information right away, quick, snap, done, and they don't want to spend a lot of time filling out a lot of information and and whatnot. They just want to get right to it.
Yes, if it's not a fit, at least respond. Okay, there you go. Thank you for responding.
And so if there was a way to streamline the process, I think that would make a lot of people happier.
Yeah. Well, some sites are meant to do that because what they want to do is they want to try to put you in those right categories so that you are filtered. So when you want to do a search or something like that, you're being filtered for that. So I understand the reason for it, but you have to understand too is if you're going on these dating sites, you're there for the purpose of yourself. And so sometimes, you have to take a little bit of time. It takes a little bit of effort, but you're really wanting that end result. And if you can find it and you can meet your partner, I mean, shoot, man.
One of the, I guess we're getting back to something I was discussing earlier.
Uh-oh, there we go back again.
Let's talk about distance. If a woman has in her profile, she wants to meet someone within 50 miles, and that's reasonable. That's a reasonable amount. Mm-hmm. 50 miles within her city, zip code, okay, and somebody from Nome, Alaska. The woman has it right there. Okay, she has it right in there. Someone within Nome, Alaska isn't within 50 miles of anything. Okay, and yet this guy's contacting her. That's
well. You know what? I say if he's from Alaska, he wants to live in Florida.
Okay. Yeah. And this is not necessarily me.
Hello. Hello. Oh, I thought maybe we had a call. Hello. Nope. We do have our phone on, so if anyone wants to call us, let me get the number for you. And so you guys can call us if you'd like. Because we would love to have your terrible, I can't remember my numbers. But anyhow, I get it why he's from Alaska and he wants to contact somebody in Florida.
Okay.
But you know what? And even
Portland,
me,
Oregon.
But even me, I will have to tell you, even me, that I do shy away from long distance relationships.
My point
However, I will say that I met my ex, and he was from London, England, and I lived in Florida, and we got together and were married for a very long time. So it can work out. Okay, listen, if you want to give us a call, our number is 727-248-0171. That's 727-248-0171. You can give us a call and be on live on the video right here, right now, or you can even make a comment like some people have been doing, and we love that, making the comments and letting us know that you're listening to us. We do appreciate it. So, yes, but you know, I think as we're going out there dating, I think we have to keep an open mind to what's happening to us, and I really do feel that sometimes maybe we'll stick to whatever our parameters are that we've set. Yeah. And then maybe other times we won't. So
I really believe you have to respect, again, our age group. When I read, we're not old. I'm not saying we're old. I'm just saying where we are at this station in our lives. When I read them, Grandma. I read them literally. In other words, I take what's been written in someone's profile literally, and I respect that. And if there's too many things that I don't think I match up to, or we're too different in the way we want to live our lives, I don't bother making. It could be Christy Brinkley.
And that's okay. So let's talk about the sites themselves.
It's not just what they look like.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's talk about them sites themselves, not necessarily what we want and what we're going and what we're doing. Let's talk about the sites, because that's what you wanted to talk about, is the pet peeves in
No, I wanted to get on here and advertise for myself.
I think that's what he does do every week. He talks about this chemistry thing, and he's trying to get these women to send him pictures.
It's not irrelevant, but go ahead.
So what is another thing that you're hearing through the grapevine about the pet peeves? I think for me, it's the guys are saying that they're not getting any responses, and it really hurts them. You know, they're out there sending messages and they're not getting any responses. I think women have said that too. That's kind of a common one.
For whatever reason, okay, that has become an accepted protocol. That if you're just not interested right away and you know it, you don't do anything. You don't respond. You don't acknowledge. You don't do anything. What I've had a couple of people say to me over the years is, I told the guy, I'm not interested. You're a nice guy. You're this. You're good looking. You know, whatever. And the person tried to be nice. The woman tried to be nice about it, but you just don't match. You just don't match what I'm looking for.
Find this man a good woman.
And
You'll probably say she lives too far away.
And
actually, I did find him someone, and he wouldn't contact her. She contacted. Okay, let's be truthful here. I found this wonderful woman. Not acceptable. I always respond, yes.
You know, Ronna,
Ronna, you're right with that. But okay, let me say about this, because since you brought it up, Linda, I did introduce him. Look at their profile, same old stuff being said.
That's true too.
So, I found this great lady. She contacted him. She's contacted him through Facebook because I said, oh, you know, all these wonderful things about him. And over here, Mr. You know who won't contact her back. And then he wonders why he's sitting next to the old girl here. He had a beautiful woman he could have contacted. So therefore, so the question is why? Why are you not doing? You've got an available woman. She's beautiful. You've already said she is. I've given you a heads up on her personality is wonderful. So here's the thing. What about our good friend Janet? Yeah,
Who's
maybe
Janet?
so. But the thing is you're really not available. You're not. You're not.
We're going through a transitional
Here we
period.
go. It's
Here we
on you
go.
now.
One of the things I have read. One of the things I have read. Almost, it's a common thread through many women's profiles. Again, in my age bracket, they want you to be stable. And a lot of times,
he is stable. He just
a lot of times in front
stable.
of that is financially stable, and that's understood. I get that, and I don't disagree with that. And you have every right to want that in your next relationship. So right now, right at this very moment, I'm going through a transitional period where I'm going from working full-time into retirement and launching a whole series of projects with Miss America. Okay?
Well, that is true.
And I would just feel more comfortable being able to sit in front of somebody brand new that wouldn't know me to trip over me, being able to sit across from them at a table and being able to say, everything's flowing now. I've got everything in place, and this project that I'm working on and projects that I'm working on with this lady is it's on its way, and now I can relax.
Okay, I'm going to say a couple
things. Talk
things.
to you in complete confidence.
All right, I'm going to say a couple things about that. One is I commend you. Number one is that I think that you do need to know where you're at, and if you're not ready for a relationship, you're not ready to start dating.
Well, I'm thinking about the other person.
Okay,
too.
let me finish. If you're not ready, then get off the dating sites because you're not ready for it. You're not prepared, and so when you're on the dating sites, until you get your life out of transition, and then it stops, so we can't see all of it. But you're right. So get off the dating site and take a breather. And I think you can put them on hold if you paid for them, but you need to stop doing it until you're ready to actually start dating again and putting yourself into. The other thing is I also know that being a woman, and I do want a guy that's not living in a cardboard box. I would prefer that. But I do understand in today's world that we go through lots of transitions, and sometimes our finances are a little bit up and down. And I would not think less of someone if they are doing all the proper things in order to move themselves forward. Okay. Let me finish. Move themselves forward. So I do feel that your time is of the essence when we're older. So sometimes there's never a really good time. There's never a perfect time. And so I feel that whatever your finances are, as long as you can be straight up with a woman and tell her what it's like, what you're doing, how you're moving forward, totally stable is good. So how you're moving forward, I think she would be okay with that. And the reason I say that is because there's nothing better than a unit working together. There's nothing better than a woman and a man that love each other, that care for each other, that work together to make a solid relationship and make a solid life. Okay. And so working together would definitely do that. But with saying that, I get what you're saying because we are working on a lot of projects, and I get that we're busy. And this is our own personal stuff. So we're talking about the dating side. And the thing,
just real quick, what you have to keep in mind with internet dating sites, is you get one chance to make, I know it's an old cliche, one chance to make a first impression. So I also want to respect the other person's wishes.
Well, I get that.
And that's why I feel the way I feel right now. Now, by the same token, the things that I just got done talking about, we're not talking this is going to be 5 years before I get. No, I'm talking like by the end of the summer. See? So it's just right at the moment, right now, right at the moment, I want to be able to give somebody definitive answers because, again, I'm making that one first impression.
Well, the other thing is,
boom, you know,
the other thing is the
this
time.
cool,
It's a
we're
time
going.
commitment, and so if you're working on your plan, we're launching some things, we're working on some things that are happening. We're having to put a lot of time into that, and so that makes dating and your potential partner makes it hard for that. So I totally get that, but I don't want people out there. I did that, went off to sites and was worn out and now ready. And sometimes you need to get a little bit refreshed.
Too.
Absolutely.
That absolutely happens too.
So listen, gosh, our half an hour has gone by very quickly. We can go longer, but I don't really want to do that because we want you to join us each and every week. But you can see how we get. We start on this topic and then we start talking about other stuff, and that's just kind of the way it works. And
that's very true as well.
It is about timing. Yes. You're right. You know, I love this. I love people to be able to comment and join us, and it's a lot of fun. Oh, I think someone did try to call us here, and I'm so sorry we missed it. But it is so great having you. I want to redirect you over to Boy and Girl.
Thanks, Kathy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good luck to you too.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. We want to. Wow. Someone did crazy things to our screen here. We want to thank you so much for joining us. We are the Boy and Girl Thing, and we are on WGSN-DB Going Solo Network. We are a live streaming station. Shows are playing right now 24/7. All talk shows geared for you, the singles. And there we go from divorce to transition into dating itself, topics like online dating. We have inspirational shows. We have the business showcase, the authors, awesome hosts that are with us each and every week with all these great shows. Now, the other thing is we want to let you know that if you join our Boy and Girl Facebook page, just put in Boy and Girl and our information will come up. You like it this month, we are putting your name in and we are going to give away 3 books, 3 of them.
How many?
3, so that you know, 3 of them. Come on, we got to go. 3 books so that we can give them away, and it's Christopher's book. So we're going to kids' book. So we're going to give that away. Let's meet our match. So that'll be a lot of fun to be able to give that out. The other thing is we have a YouTube channel, and this is going to be posted on our YouTube channel and also on our website. So you can get that on WGSN-DB Going Solo Network. And that's it for now. Anything else? We got to go very fast.
Tomorrow on our Facebook pages, I'm going to post questions and about internet dating and internet dating sites. And I hope you'll just take a couple of moments to give me an answer, give me a feeling about it, what you're thinking, and we'd really appreciate it. And of course, liking our page.
Yes, we really like that because we're trying to get that going. Everyone's liking the WGSN Going Solo Network page, and we appreciate that. So like that one too. And then of course, like me, Cece Shatz, and also Christopher Kit Smith. So we have our personal pages too. We'd like for you to join us there. Now, I want to make sure that I share with you. There was one more thing and I was forgetting. I forgot about it. Oh no. Oh, if you want to be a guest, we would love to have you. So if you're listening to this show and you think, hey, you could spice it up, you could add something to us.
Please, we love it.
Any topic that's regarding singles, that's important to us. If you'd like to be on my show, which is Going Solo with Cece, we cover divorce, through every gamut of anything with regards to singles. On this show, we happen to cover a lot of dating issues. So that's where the difference lies there. So anything else?
Thank you again for joining us.
Yes, we love it. Thank you.
And if we haven't been informative, at least I hope we were entertaining.
I know. Well, that's what Boy and Girl Thing are all about. So
having fun.
I know. And we are really good friends. So I just want to let you know that, even though sometimes we get a little crazy, but I love him very much. And you're a good guy.
Love you too.
Yes. All right. So we are going to end the show now. Thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you join WGSN-DB Going Solo Network. That's goingsolonetwork.com. And you'll see us there. We'll be back here next week. Same time, same place, 8 o'clock.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
All right. Bye for now.